What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Hopefully, you had a great weekend. Monday started with a big uptrend, and look at the opening of the day. No bearish sign. We just rallied up straight up from EMA and kept going higher and higher and higher. And this is usually a good sign that it's going to be a bull trend day. Usually, you get some sort of trading range, and then prices will break out where you get some sort of downtrend and then prices will break out. But today prices just straight up shot higher and never looked back. So it was pretty easy for a price action trader to find this trend line. The market opened 15:30 my time, so it would be right around this bar. And right off the gate, we have a trap on my chart. It depends. Maybe you had a little bit different signal bar, but could have gotten trapped here, and let me explain. So we are working higher. Clearly you can draw the trend lines from the lows, as I always teach you, and then prices went into this little bit congestion. And how do you trade the congestions? You trade them, you fade the breakout. So it was really no surprise that in an uptrend like this, when the prices break lower, you're most likely like 90%, at least 90%, you're gonna go higher. You will fade the breakout to the upside. And this is exactly what happened here. But look at this. I zoomed in just a little bit. This is the first bar that broke below the congestion. And if you went long above this bar, you got stopped out just to see it go where you thought it was gonna go. And at this point, there's really nothing you can do about this. There is no way for you to know that those traders are gonna trap early longs like that. You pretty much just have to deal with this. This is a part of trading. Sometimes this will happen. A perfectly good setup will just shake you out a little bit, and you just need to stay strong in your convictions that this is still a huge uptrend. This is still a big uptrend, and now you've touched the trend line, so you need to re-enter this, and you will have clearly make all the profits back from your loser. So you really have to really have to suck it up. This is just part of trading. Sometimes you get trapped like this, and there is no way for you to know that you shouldn't take this, because you need to follow the rules. You cannot cherry pick, you cannot pick and choose. Maybe if you're waiting for the bounce of the trend line, maybe you wait a little bit, but you need to take this trade because this is a break from the congestion, and in an uptrend you have to take these trades. You have to follow the rules. The higher probability, but nevertheless, the market, gave you another chance to get higher, and you could have made it right back. And actually, there's one more trade here. So this is a new swing low, bounce of the trend line. The prices pull back. They made a first entry. This is the first bearish correction, second leg, and second entry short. So this is a failed second entry short. It's off the EMA, and it was easy for a quick scalp. And at this point, trend is still working higher. You still don't want to be thinking short. Then of course we get a little bit of break, a new high. So I marked this trade even though I didn't take it real time, but it is a first entry, second entry long that failed, and you have a break and a new high, and it's off the trend line. And this kind of looks, when you get this break and a new high, rules of the trend line, that they're more likely going to be a reversal or a little correction. So this fits the rule. It is a first entry, second entry long that failed. It's off the trend line. But this bullish move was really steep. I wasn't feeling shorting this that much. This is exactly what happened. This was just a little minor correction, and this served actually, as a new high. Probably not many people saw this as a legitimate new high, so they wanted to see the prices make a really clear new high, retest of a new high on a higher time frame. Probably if you went on a higher time frame, you would have even noticed this break of this trend channel line, and now there's a clear break with a new high. But nevertheless, it fits the rules, and it was okay trade to take. And then prices shot through EMA, they pull back a little bit, and they shot through EMA again. And at this point, you can clearly see that EMA is flat, and it kind of starting to look a little bit congestion. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13 bars. It is a little bit congestion, and the trend was still so up that I don't think you really want to take the chance shorting this when the EMA is this flat. You know, you have a break, you have a new high, but the little congestion is clear of the pattern. This is the first entry, second entry long of the support. So this would be a great trade to take. I wasn't looking at the chart at this particular time. I took the trades later on. I'm gonna show you, but this was a good trade to take too. But I wouldn't mind if you actually waited here, because when the prices stack through the EMA like that, and EMA is flat, it can go easily up and down, up and down. So you can stay away from this. Only thing that is still making you think long is this huge uptrend. There was really the big sign is the day started just with bullish upswing. There is no bearish move to the downside. We just went up and up, 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 up. So this is usually a start of a big uptrend. And you finally made a clear new high. So now you shouldn't be thinking long at this point. This is where a lot of beginners they trap because they've seen all this move higher, and they finally see it proven, and then they want to start buying. But prices are now in a correction. They are in a little bit reversal because prices already made new extreme, and you cannot. It's very tempting for beginners to go long here and here because they've seen it proven, and they want to see it proven. But this is exactly how market works the opposite way. You cannot wait. You have to go long when it's unclear, when you're at the lows, and you cannot go long at the highs. So price is working lower, you get a break, you get 2 legs to the new low. I really don't want you to be shorting this because now it is really, you're really above EMA, and this is, really big upswing. And I don't think you want to big highs. Just, maybe if you're a little bit seasoned price action trader, yes. But if you're a little bit newer, I just want to wait for you to, make these lows and then be looking for new highs, because once we clearly broke here and made 2 legs to new low, this is starting to feel like a trading range a little bit forming. And this is, you can see that this is what you would see. This is starting to look a little bit rangy. So I took this trade. We got a new low. We got a first entry, second entry short. You obviously don't want to go short because you already made a new low. Price action was of the trend line. And I don't think you want to go long either. You don't want to outsmart the market yet. But once they trapped a lot of people. And look at this bar. Once again, a lot of newbies, they saw this correction played out, and it confirmed. Oh, now they're saying like, oh, now look at this little bit downtrend. Now we're probably heading lower. So let me get on board here. Wrong, because they don't follow the price action. They don't draw their short-term trend lines. This was a good trap because prices went down and instantly shot higher, and just stagnated a little bit and then eventually got higher. You have to draw your short-term trend lines always, especially when it's starting to look like range day. During range days, you always have to draw short-term trend lines and follow them. They will guide you throughout the range day. And then you have first entry long, second entry long. So this was a good entry. I took this trade as well, and I took another trade. I was a little bit hesitant here. You already have a new high, but my gut feeling was telling me that we are bouncing from the lows here, and we're heading a little bit higher. So I've seen this pattern before, so I took this trade, and I was kind of starting to doubt myself whether I'm not already doing too much, because I have taken this trade and this trade. But yeah, this was a good little place for me to go long, and it depends on your personality. A lot of people like to trade different patterns, different styles, but I've seen this pattern early, so if you do this long enough, you will recognize how the prices react, and you will get better. And of course, you make a new high. You made a new high here, and you definitely made a new high here. So you have a first entry long, pullback, second entry long. Once again, you draw your trend line. It confirms the trend line. You draw it from the first two swings, and this second swing confirms the trend line, and is a failed second entry long. Once again, the people who missed all these longs here, when it's unclear, now that the prices are proven, this is what gets up a lot of beginners. Now they see prices proven and going up, but it's already too late. You have to go long here from the lows, from the corrections. You always want to go long from the corrections. And remember, the more information market gives you, the more risk there is. The more you start to buy higher and higher, meaning you are waiting for more information to see the market going higher and higher, the more risk there is. So, you really want to be trying to learn how to trade from these correction. And price action rules that I teach will help you. This is clearly first entry, second entry long off the EMA, and you're waiting for a new high. This is not that hard to learn. So this was a good trade. Prices break, make a new low. Once again, perfect price action. You can see that this price action rules apply, and it works in every market. And now, of course, this was it for the day. And prices are looking. This is not the trading I like. I don't like when the trading ranges are getting, this smaller. They're getting wedged. They're not going much higher and they're not going much lower. They're just, wedging. And this is very unclear. And if you see market moving like this, if you're a beginner, stay away from this. You need to stay away from this. Anything can happen at this point, and you really need to be patient during this. And you really need to be patient, throughout this move, throughout this area right here. And probably you need to be patient throughout this entire area, because if you took trades like this right here and these were much clearer. So yeah, just remember, patience is the name of the game. You really want to wait for prices to come to you. You don't want to be chasing the market. You want to wait when the prices come to you and they come to your important entry points, and then you attack. Then you take the trade. You don't want to chase the market and take every trade you see. No, you sit back patiently. You wait. And prices, they will come back to your trend line. They will come back to your EMA to support resistance, and then you will take the trade. You just patiently wait. You don't want to chase the trades. Just that's the name of the game. And this was the trap that probably, if you were trading S&P 500 like me, 2002 chart, this probably tripped you. But then again, you have to stay cold-minded and you have to re-enter here, because this is such a beautiful bar as well. So this is what market will do to you sometimes. And it doesn't mean that price action rules aren't valid. This strategy isn't valid. Every strategy has minor drawbacks. So this is what you have to take into consideration. This is going to happen. So I'm gonna wrap it up for today. Hopefully you had a great weekend. It's officially, very cold out here in Prague. So I'm not too really excited about that, but remember, always at the end of the day, go back and study your trades at the chart. This is the only way you're gonna learn this. And you want to study it. You want to see the big picture like this, and you also want to, go to the right side of the chart and see what you were thinking at this particular point. What I was thinking here, what you were thinking here, where did you make the mistake, and what were you thinking? This will really speed up the process of learning this. So yeah, have a safe day, guys. Bye.